how to really push hard. And I think in the end, Mr. President, with your leadership and your gut feel, I think we will succeed.
Thank you, Joy. I hope I'll have the time to review your suggestions. Then come up with something which we can convey to you maybe in 2 days' time. Now we would like to ask Sunny, Secretary Dominguez. He has a lot for you. You just listen. Itong
Thank you very much, Mr. President. First of all, thank you for, again, being very decisive and protecting the Filipino people against this COVID. I had a meeting with the World Bank a few days ago, and they said that your decisiveness in first reducing the number of people coming into the Philippines in February, and then in March, followed up by the lockdown, probably has saved 100,000 lives in the Philippines. So again, thank you for being so decisive. This is the trade. This is the real trade-off. How many people are going to get sick, and how many people are going to die? So I said this is just a first pass. It took us 2 weeks to get this thing done. I asked the private sector to do it because they have actuaries, they have access to data, but they have not come out with it. So I'm not saying this is the final, I'm just saying this is the beginning of a discussion.
Good evening po, Mr. President, Senator Go, and cabinet members. This will just be very quick. So the proposal is we provide small businesses with a wage subsidy. And I will just discuss quickly the rationale, background, the proposal, key features, and what else we are proposing to help them with. So on the rationale, Mr. President, basically we are going to help the middle class because in one of your speech a few days ago, you wanted to help the middle class. And so we have proposed a program to help the middle class. And the middle class, Mr. President, works in the formal sector. So apart from the 205 billion pesos na binibigay po natin sa mga informal sector or low income, we are proposing to give 51 billion pesos to the employees of small businesses. So that is the first. The second is we will improve upon the social amelioration programs because yung proposal po natin is automated, hindi manual. So mabilis at ipapaliwanag ko po mamaya. Pangatlo po is dadaan po tayo sa data ng SSS and BIR kasi formal sector. Dapat ito po yung gawin natin so that we can target better kasi alam natin kung sino sila at i-incentivize po natin yung better compliance. Kasi yung mga nagko-contribute ng tax at ng SSS, yan po ang unang tutulungan natin. On the background, from March 15 to April 30, we placed Luzon in an enhanced community quarantine. And the rest of Visayas and Mindanao actually followed in various forms. Basically, ang nangyari po is this led to a shutdown of most businesses except yung pinayagan ng Interagency Task Force, yung mga pwede mag-operate on skeletal or yung mga essential para magbenta ng pagkain, logistics, supermarket, drugstore. Ang epekto po nito, there are 1.6 million small businesses in the informal sector. 436,000 po napilitan magsara. Yung 1 million skeletal force, so ibig sabihin 50% o yun iba mas konti. At 117,000 lang yung pinayagan po natin na magbukas para magbenta po ng pagkain, ng mag-tracking or so on. Ang apektado pong workers ay 3.4 million. These are the middle class, whether low middle class or medium middle class. Yung 2.6 million na po ito ay nasa BIR Alpha list. Ibig sabihin yung employers po ay nagko-comply with the BIR submissions. So yan po ang unang tutulungan natin. Pero yung 0.8 million workers, tutulungan din natin. Pero ang problema po, yung employer nila hindi nagko-comply. Pero alam po natin, tutulungan po natin pero second priority.
Now, if there is nothing more to say, that leads me to two matters actually. One is that I would advise the checkpoints not to be dismantled, especially by the police, but this is my order. Do not stop motor vehicles carrying food and other vegetables from the province. We've waved them through and do not delay their journey because people are waiting for the supplies. Second is that there is a kind of a raucous now regarding the procurement of the PCR testing kits of 900 people. Essential kits and other kits, inactivation supplies, PRC consumables, 7 PRC machines, 10 automated extracting machines, and 10 biomedical freezer, additional equipment for subnational and regional testing laboratories. Kasi itong ano dito, when you use public funds on anything that's medical or medicine, you want to have the health assessment. I think it comes from the Department of Health. But unfortunately, until now, they're still debating on the efficacy of the rapid test we would like to buy. Alam mo, there is no FDA ruling yet because they cannot act on it without the assessment, something, health assessment of maybe the entire country before they would act on it, ng FDA, which I can understand. But yung assessment na galing sa DOH or a section of that department handling the assessment of the entire health spectrum, it's been there and nobody seems would like to act on it with in a jiffy. Parang ano pa sila, dalaw-dalawang isip. And there's a rule that we cannot use public funds to buy medical supplies, medicines, without the FDA signal. So, there's a na-hostage yung mga rapid tests that we would like to buy. I will take the risk. I will order the health department and everybody. In the meantime, private sector is doing it. Maybe we can take over someday or